to EMUSIK's drum lesson. So my name's Nadine Lee and I'm the director of the company, and I'm also a drum and singing and bass tutor. Today I'm going to show you drums. So I hope you enjoy it. Sit back, relax. It's going to be really easy. So this is really for people who've got a drum kit at home, but if you haven't, you can still try it out with your drumsticks or a drum pad and just do virtual drums basically. Okay, so enjoy and have a good time. So part one, naming the parts of the drum kit. This is a snare drum, this is a hi-hat, this is a tom-tom, and this is the high tom, a medium tom, and a floor tom. Together they're called tom-toms. This is a crash cymbal, this is a ride cymbal, and this is another crash cymbal. And down here we have the bass drum. So I'm going to teach you how to create a basic drum groove. The first thing you need to be able to do is learn how to count. Hopefully you can count up to 4 at least. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, brilliant. Now that you've done that, we're going to start putting instruments in place of those numbers, okay? So we're going to start with the bass drum. The bass drum, I want you to play on beat 1 and beat 3, okay? I'm going to count and I'm only going to play on beat 1 and beat 3. So here we go. I'll count in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the bass drum. I'm going to play that with my right foot. Okay, next I'm going to take you to the snare drum. Now, these are my drumsticks. And with the snare drum, I definitely can't hit it with my hand or I'll hurt myself. So I'm going to use this stick here. So I'm going to do play this on 2 and 4. So I'll count in again and then start playing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's the snare drum. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just show you how these two go together. Okay, so obviously you can hear that this is going 1 and then this is going 2, so they're alternating. Okay, so watch this and you can try it with me now. We'll do it 3, 4 times. Okay, do I know it? 3, 4. Anyway, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? That is how we create just that rhythm between the bass drum and the snare drum. Okay? So I'll just show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3. It feels better like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to join, or add, should I say, the hi-hat to it. And the hi-hat is on all of the beats. So it's on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to show you that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Now that we've got all of those things, I'm going to put all 3 of them together. Please do this very slowly because it can get confusing, especially if it's your first time. So I'm going to count in and bring them all in together. Okay? But just as a tip, on your 1 and your 3, it's normally the bass drum and the hi-hat that are together. that's 1. Okay? Then on 2 and 4, it's normally the hands that go together. So that's 2. I'll do that again. 1, 2. Okay? And it's the same. It's just repetitive. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? I'll do it a couple of times. I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna do it just so that you can feel it. In fact, I'll do it 4 times. So here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. Okay. So now we're going to add the crash. Now, this isn't a rule. This is just a way for you to involve the crash. So what I'm going to do is on beat 1, every time I count and say the number 1, I'm going to play that crash. Okay? So instead of playing the hi-hat 4 times, I'll play that once and this 3 times. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the bass drum is still on 1, so don't leave the bass drum out. Okay, all right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so when you're trying that, it will take you a minute or 2 to get. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more time just so you know what it feels like, and I might slow it down just a tad so you can understand it. Okay, so here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Great. So next I'm going to show you the tom-toms and how we use them because, well, they're there. We might as well use them. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to teach you is quarter notes. Say quarter notes. The reason why they're quarter notes is because there are 4 of the beats in the bar. Quarter notes can also be called crotchets. Okay? So we're going to count those crotchets first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's your first drum fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds great. Now what I'm going to do is take it around the kit. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So when you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, now what you can do is take that groove and now add your drum fill. So you're going to go like this. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Right, so now I'm going to teach you eighth notes. Eighth notes are just a few more notes than quarter notes. Okay, so there are 8 notes, so we're going to use 2 notes for each tom. Alright, so we've got quarter notes already going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll use eighth notes on the same toms. And so how we're going to do that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so because we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, do that again with me. We'll do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now what I'm going to do is play everything we've just learned to music. Enjoy! One more time, just so you can feel what's going on, and then you can play it with me and enjoy. Here goes. One, two, three, and. Guys, so I hope you've enjoyed it. What we've learned today, let's recap. We've learned the names of the drum kit, the snare drum, the hi-hat, the tom-toms, which is the high tom, the medium tom, the floor tom. We've got our cymbals, the crash cymbal, the ride cymbal, and the crash cymbal. And then down here we have that bass drum. We've also learned that we can do a drum groove. So let's count with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and play the groove. And then we'll also have the drum fills with the quarter notes and the eighth notes. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I hope you can show me some grooves. Please send some videos in to us, and I'd love to hear your comments at the bottom. Thank you so much. Great drumming.